Want ideas for your next or first lead magnet? Well, by the end of this video, you'll have my top best tips for quickly creating lead magnets that your ideal audience can't resist. For the best marketing and business advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I publish a video next. I'm Isabelle, ex-corporate marketer for Fortune 500 companies for over 14 years, now marketing strategist and sales funnel expert for coaches and course creators that want to sell their impact-making programs with integrity. Lead magnet idea number one is a checklist. Everybody loves a good checklist. I absolutely love creating them as well. Not only does it provide tremendous value for the email subscriber, but it's also very quick to create. So it's kind of a win-win, right? So nobody wants to read a 50-page ebook. That's not how we provide value to our email subscriber. We provide value by quickly solving people's problem. Checklists work well because when we're facing a problem, it can be overwhelming and trying to figure out what should we be doing. And so when we have that checklist and we can just kind of cross off things, it feels good and it helps us overcome that problem. So if you can help your email subscribers feel that sense of power by overcoming one tiny problem, it can help create trust and build a relationship with you in terms of you helping them solving more and more bigger problems for them. Lead magnet idea number two are swipe files and templates. Now these work really, really well. So think social media, graphic packs, like Instagram story templates, for example. It could be copy swipe files, like an email sequence, or like headlines, cheat sheets, things of that nature where you're providing very specific value and very quick. So these works very well if you're like in social media, if you're a branding expert, if you do design, if you do copywriting. These type of freebies tend to work very, very well. They could also be, for example, think if you're in the parenting niche, it could be like, like a weekly list of all the chores that the kids have to do. So it could just be like a printout. So you can also think a little bit outside of the box. Now, before creating your swipe file or your template, and actually this is valid for any kind of lead magnet. So before creating your lead magnet, always ask yourself, what is the end, right? So what is the entire customer journey experience that you're creating? What is the entire sales funnel? So always start with the end in mind. So the end is usually your program or your course, and then think about the entire journey and kind of backtrack, right? So how will your new email subscriber experience that journey of eventually becoming a customer? So your lead magnet needs to fit this entire experience. So always start by the end with the end in mind, starting with your program, and then creating a lead magnet that naturally leads into that specific coaching program or course that you are creating. Now comment below and let me know which idea or tip do you like best for your own business. Let me know. I read every comment. Now, lead magnet idea number three is to create a roadmap. Think of a roadmap as kind of the big steps, the big elements that someone has to follow to get to the objective where they want to go to, right? So an example of this would be my Pin to Profit blueprint, which you can download. There's a link below this video if you're interested to see what it exactly is. But really think of a roadmap, like really a roadmap, right? Like these are the big things, like these are the little steps that you need to accomplish in order to get from point A to point B. Now, idea number four is a quiz. Everybody loves quizzes, right? They're so much fun. Think personality tests, think BuzzFeed quizzes. They're very good. They can be quite fun and they can generate a lot of buzz, right? So if they're right for your business, it's something that you can look into. Now, you need to think though before you jump into doing a quiz. There are a few things to think about. So quizzes are more complex to implement and deliver than would be just a simple PDF. So usually you would need a specific software that's built for creating quizzes. The one I use is Try Interact, but you need to think like for each quizzes, there will be several scenarios, right? Several like personality examples, for example. And so you'll need to create several answers and potentially different email sequences, potentially different customer experience journeys. So it can become quite complex. So if you're a beginner, I really do not recommend you create a quiz. But if you're more experienced, a quiz can be interesting. Just make sure that the way you're building your quiz is also not just generating people that are just curious about whatever it is that your quiz is about, but will actually generate quality leads for your business. So something to think about. But they can be a lot of fun. Now, idea number 5 is one that you may find obvious, that you may already have, and that's relatively easy to implement. So it's one of my favorite ways, actually, and it's a free call. So if you are a service provider, if you're a one-on-one coach, if you have a mastermind, if you have any kind of application funnels as well, creating a flow where you're going to be doing free calls, so free 15 to 20 minute discovery calls, clarity calls, there's different ways of naming those calls, but basically they're free calls, is a great way to not necessarily grow your email list. A free call is not about email list growth. It's really about customer list growth. So it's really about establishing that one-on-one connection with people over the phone, and a free call is one of the best way to do that. So it's one of the best lead magnet. And actually, I do offer free calls. So if you're a coach or a course creator and you've got a bajillion ideas for your programs, but don't know how to stand out, then I can help you step away from the confusion. There's a link below this video. Click on it to find out more about how I can help and to book your free discovery call with me today. And make sure to click on these videos to get more marketing and business advice. If you liked this video, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. All right, I'll see you next time.